everybody. This is Dom from Upstate Supernatural. I'd like to welcome everybody in for a brand new episode of Spirit Box Weekly. And this week we're going to be testing out, hopefully if this works, the Geminus. I'm having a few issues with it. But you know what? Why don't we just... I was going to go with the Geminus 1. Why don't I just switch over and we're gonna I'll pick it up right now. The Mark III. The Geminus Mark I isn't working for me right now. So let's go ahead and like to welcome everybody back. I do apologize with work and everything else. It's been extremely difficult to try to keep the shows in the same way that I've been wanting to do them. So from now on, this show will be on Wednesday evenings. It's just a lot easier to take care of with my work schedule. I just almost every Friday or so I'm having to work. So what I'm trying to do is trying to get it so we're a little more consistent with each episode. So I just gotta have this download. It's downloading right now, and then it'll install. It's installing right now. But I appreciate everybody that's tuned in, watching, and I realize a lot of people are probably like, Dom doesn't do shows on Wednesdays. It just seems to be the easiest way to do things. So we're actually gonna switch over. This is the Mark III. Alright, I'm having complications trying to get this. There we go. The audio on this isn't working for some reason. There we go. Oh, let me turn it back on. There we go. Alright, this application is known as the Geminus. It's Mark II. The Geminus Mark II, and basically this was created by Brian Holloway. And for those of you that may not know who Brian Holloway is, he actually has actually been on with Interview with the Ghost Hunter, and he does investigations in England, and he teamed up with a Spanish Spain Paranormal and created this application. And I'm just trying to get the clarity a little bit better for you guys, give you a nice clear picture. There we go. But this is the Geminus. I'd like to welcome in Nikki Paranormal, any other individuals that may be watching. Make sure everything's all tuned in. Okay, that's good there. And audio should be loud enough for this. It was working a second ago, and now it's now I'm not sure what it's doing. Okay, it's doing something. Now, any individuals, my name's Dominic. I do apologize. Normally on Fridays we were doing our content. This is Wednesday. I was curious, how are you doing? How have things been? And with the Geminus, I'm going to try to back this camera up just a little bit more. Hopefully you guys can kind of see. There we go. But with the Geminus box, you do have an EMF detector on the device as well. If your smartphone or your tablet has magnets within it, and you can do like the compass thing, so the EMF meter would work for you. This is basically scanning different word banks and hopefully trying to give the spirits something to be able to contact us with. This tablet is giving me Geminus isn't working. Okay. Alright, that's what I'd like to be hearing out of this. So let's hope what I just did corrects it. So let's go ahead and flip that switch, turn this up, turn that on. As soon as I do that, my audio goes away with it. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to switch. I'm going to use my phone instead. And if my phone will decide to work for me. But yeah, everybody, I do apologize for switching the days on everybody. It just, for work and things like that, it seemed the smartest route to go. And trying to get this Geminus to work for us. And this the Geminus, you can pick this up on the Google Play Store. I believe it's like $3. And I did get the wrong one. We'll try 2. Let's try 2. Take a second for it to... It's gonna install. And I'd like to welcome in Phil as well. Nikki and Phil. Thank you guys for being in here. Alright, looks like she's installed. Okay. Yep, she's already working. Hello, hello. Right. Yeah, the tablet that I was using just doesn't like it. And if Brian Holloway actually does end up watching this is a one of the chewy high eights is the tablet that I was using. Just to let him know Client C isn't there for it. It's a jelly bean. Hello, hello. Just to let you know, my name is Dominic, and I'd like to welcome you into trying to communicate with us. It's been quite a while since I've been able to do any of these sessions with you. I have Nikki and Phil that are viewing right now. Would you like to say hello to either one of them? We've heard that name in the past as well during some of our sessions. Phil's been getting the name Jasper through some of his communication. Do you happen to know a Jasper that would be trying to communicate with Philip? You know of? Now, just to let you know, the slower that you try to communicate, the easier it is for us to understand it. Just one of the things I've found while doing this. So that's with all channels open. I'd like to do what I've done in the past. Spirits within communication. Can we do a check? 1, 2, 3. Can you say check? 1, 2, 3. Let's try it one more time. Try to say it as slow as you can. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Donna, thanks for being in here. It's good to see you. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Hello? I believe I heard Dominic, actually. spirits within communication, any individuals we're speaking with. I have Philip, and I have Donna, and I have Nikki here with me as well. Would you like to say hello to anyone, any certain individual? You know who Nikki is then? You're welcome to say hello. Now, any spirits or individuals that we're trying to communicate with, I'd like to ask, how's your week been? How's the past few weeks been for you? Hello, Bethany.
Hello.
Glad we finally got her working. And again, this is known as the GeminusBox Mark II, made by Brian Holloway and Spain Paranormal. It works with the Android system. You can find it on the Google Play Store. We're gonna try the test that we did last time. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1. Testing 1 2 3. Okay, that's the right one. Okay. Alright, just to explain to everybody what I'm gonna do. This is a theory that I have. I'm gonna leave a walkie-talkie up here, and I'm just gonna walk out of the room. I have a theory that maybe sometimes it doesn't have to do with us physically being in the room, but basically our voice being in the location for them to be able to communicate. And this kind of tests that theory. So I just like to try to do this. We've done it a few times with the other episodes of Spirit Box Weekly. Since the tablet is working for communication, I'm going to use this like
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Any individuals, any spirits within the communication, feel free to try to communicate I'd personally like to apologize to any of the spirits and individuals for not being able to do this as often as I'd like to. I can always change the Now, any spirits or individuals that are with us that are trying to communicate, thank you. My name is Dominic, and I would be honored and definitely be eager to find out what your name is. Henry, I believe is what I just heard. And Bethany, I believe I heard Bethany. And for anybody that popped in late, welcome to the live stream. And the application that we're testing out is the GeminusBox Mark II.
Alright, I am actually back in here. I'm gonna turn off the grid pen. And per suggestion, I'm gonna see if I can turn down the sweep. So it is just like the echo box. Alright, that's slowed down. And just to show you guys what I'm doing, these little bars right here, you can scroll them this way or that way, and that changes the rate of speed. That'll change the rate of speed in which it's sweeping. Now, I believe I heard a Henry, and I heard a Bethany. Or Beverly. Hello? Again, this is my first time utilizing this as well, so now it feels like it's doing it quicker by having both. So I'm gonna leave it on just the one, just for now, just to see how it works. And I hope this works out for everybody. The new time slot, just because of my work schedule, Fridays and Saturdays, I'm doing a lot more sound stuff. If you guys are friends with me on Facebook, which I'm sure a majority of you guys are actually, you'll see that like every weekend I'm almost doing a sound gig. So instead of canceling and not being able to do the Friday show, I figured, why not switch it to a day that I know I can still do, and it's not in the way. So I do apologize for the transition, but I'd like to stay consistent. I'd like to keep doing this for you guys, and you know, I enjoy trying to find whatever communication we can find. So we also will be back Thursday night, tomorrow night for Loving Whispers. We'll be coming back with that this week as well. And I think from now on, every September, we're going to take that month off, just because there's a lot of stuff we're all preparing for. Renee gets back to work at the school that she works at, so it just makes the transition a little bit easier. Now, how have you been? How have you been since the last time we've tried to communicate? I know there's a William. I know there's a Rebecca. Just figured I would see how you guys are doing. And also, for any individuals that may live towards upstate New York, we do have our expo coming out next next Saturday. We have an expo. It's free to go to. It doesn't cost anything to go to the expo. And we're going to have quite a few vendor tables. And we have a bunch of speakers. They're going to be speaking throughout the day. And then afterwards at night, we do have a public investigation. It's $20 per individual to go on. But all the proceeds, the vending tables, tickets for the ghost investigation are going to be going to the Chapel House Homeless Shelter, which is a charity locally in this area. It's a homeless shelter for any individuals that may not have a home. We've in the past last couple of years, that's been the charity we've been focused with trying to help, and so far I think we've donated about $1,500 to $2,000. And we're hoping to do that, do a little bit more for them. Now, any individuals have you ever used this before? Have you ever been able to use this application before to talk with other people? Do you know who Brian is? Yeah, we did donate to a children's foundation our first year. And to be completely honest, the Children's Foundation, we found out they're getting a lot of money with charitable things and things like that. And it's a good cause, but the homeless shelter wasn't. So we figured why not give to a charity that's not getting as much charity from the community. So that's kind of why we switched our pursuit to that. Yeah, I did see a post on that as well, the executioner's box. And everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. And just to let everybody know, I've said this in the past, and we still haven't hit it. But if we hit, as soon as we hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a film with a Fuji Instamax. Basically, it takes Polaroids on little film. And there's tons of film in here, case and everything. I'm going to do a raffle on it. As soon as we hit 2,000 subscribers, I'll do a raffle on it. And I'll ship it out to somebody. So please don't forget to share, like, and let other people know. And again, as soon as we hit 2,000 subscribers on our channel, we're like very, 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 very close. I think it's like 35 individuals. That's all we need. As soon as we do, we're going to give this away. Case and everything. It's just my way of trying to say thank you, and it's something that it's an interesting thing to try to utilize out in the field. You can take pictures and it'll print it out immediately after you take the picture. It's about 5 seconds, but now, spirits and individuals, what would you like to try to chat about this evening? What things are on your mind?
Well. Oh.
Oh, let me turn that off. Turn these walkie-talkies off. Welcome, David. Very cool. Sweden? Very cool. Yeah, Polaroid does have a version of it. Of the this is the Fuji Instamax, but Polaroid does have their version of it, and I want to say the other version that I have of this that we're gonna be start using. I want to say it is Polaroid. 2 seconds. Yep, this one is Polaroid, and the one that we're using now, instead of using that, this is actually a Polaroid, and I can take a picture with my cell phone, with my smartphone, and download an application, and it'll Bluetooth to this device and print right off this. So I can. The reason I wanted to switch was because, say you want to take a group photo, I can give a physical copy to somebody, and then I can have one that I can actually still share on Facebook or social media. So, but I saw the Fuji Instamax during one of our public investigations, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And we never utilized it, so I'd like to give it away as you know, it's a full kit. It has everything in there that you need, and give it away for once we hit 2,000 subscribers. I have photo albums as well. All the digital stuff, I would say the digital stuff really started kicking in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. Before that, it was disposable cameras, and you know, you had your Canons, 35 millimeter. Any individuals that we're communicating with, do you remember the family photos that you had as well? Did you guys, did you have to do like the school yearbook photo? You know, like your senior photo?
Uh,
51's not that old. See, I told you, Phil's 52. No, I mean that's young. You got plenty of years to do a bunch more things and adventures. Good. And yourself, David? Kind of with all the film stuff. Once the digital took over, Kodak used to be huge. Used to be absolutely huge, and they were stubborn, and they didn't want to go to the digital stuff. They thought film is absolute. It's the best quality you can get. And that hurt them. That hurt them a bunch. And then finally they got into printers and other things. So I mean, they're still around. They're still kicking. But Polaroid was kind of I think they are the pioneer of the quick photo. You know, you take a picture and it's on piece of paper right in front of you. I think they're the pioneers for that. That's the thing you don't remember when you're that age that your son's at. I don't even know how much my senior photos and stuff were, because you know what I mean. Your parents are taking care of it, or even you were trying to take care of it a little bit, but it's something you kind of forget about over time. That was about the price. I think it was $60, $65 for our yearbook. Back when I was in high school. I honestly have the worst yearbook photo, senior yearbook photo. I do know that. I had contacts, and I went to the state fair, and actually I got pink eye at the state fair, and then I took my senior photos, and I literally, my eyes are bloodshot. I look like I'm like stoned or sick or something. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Holy shit! Yeah, that's a lot of money. And here I am. I'm kind of, you know, I know Nikki. She does the haunted images with Nicole Novell. Part of me is saying, why didn't you just take the photos yourself instead of having to pay these individuals for that? That's crazy. I mean, that much money could have went towards, like, you know, a used car, or at least a beater car for him to try to drive. Spirits and individuals. Did you have any kids? Do you have any memories from maybe them going to college, or big life events that they went through? I'm gonna apologize for saying this, because it is what I heard, but I heard old man or old, and I personally, your age doesn't matter. I've met amazing individuals that were in their 80s and 90s, and the information, the life lessons that they have, that they've gone through, were absolutely breathtaking and life-changing for individuals that would stop and chat with them. David, it's great to have you with us. Now, just to let you guys know, I like explaining this as well. We're doing this as a live session, so individuals from across the world can view this, and it's great to do it in this aspect, because I may not hear what you say. I'm not, you know, I'm not going to be 100% during this live session to know exactly what you're saying, so I may miss something. And when it's live, other individuals can listen, can hear, can see, and they may hear something and they may see something that I don't. And they also may have questions for you as well. Wink, wink, wink. Yeah, when I was real young, Mr. There was Dorothy Simonette, she's my godmother, and there was Mr. Judd, and Mr. Judd, he was 94, but to talk to him and find out about his stories about like how things were back in the old days, it was fascinating. To hear how people actually met each other was freaking awesome. How he met his wife. They used to have country dances, country parties in barns, and the whole community would, the younger part of the community would come out, and they would go to this barn and dance, and that's how a lot of people met their significant other. And to see how things are now, like nowadays, you go anywhere, people are literally, their face is stuck in their phone. You can't really talk to people. If you want to talk to them, you better like figure out a way to text their phone to be like, I'm trying to talk to you. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Any individuals? We have somebody here from Sweden. Do you know any? Do you know anybody in Sweden, or would you like to try to say hello to them? Very cool, Donna. Awesome, ladies. What do you feel is the greatest lesson you learned? Greatest lesson you're still learning, where you are? To love. That was pretty specific. Thank you. Now you can observe how things are now. I'm sure. You can hear me talking. So what do you think maybe our society or our civilization is kind of lost through the years? Phil, I'm right there with you, bud. Do you have haunted dolls in your room? just throwing that one out there, bud. Now, with a lot of stuff in our society, do you think there's a lack of focus? Maybe that's probably a key word with it. People just aren't as focused on things that they feel are to be true, or they've lost their conviction in certain things. It's a little different when a dude has haunted dolls. Slightly, just a tad. Hanging out with somebody and they walk in and what the hell are those? How about that? We have David that's curious. There's a deep, dark voice. Are you angry or frustrated? I lost the phone. Yeah, don't watch the movie Tommy Knockers, because yeah, just not. The dolls come alive, and yeah, totally. But any individuals and spirits within communication, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you for your communication this evening. Is there anything you'd like to say before we end our session? We will be back tomorrow night if you'd like to continue chatting with Renee, James, and I. Welcome, Raven. Alrighty. So this has been the Geminus Mark II, and again, I do apologize to everybody. We're going to be switching our Friday show to now Wednesday, just with my work schedule and things like that. I want to keep doing the show. I want to keep trying to test out new communication devices, and we're going to continue with our Thursday show. But in the future, we're going to be taking a month off of September for each year, just to try to take that little bit of time and kind of rejuvenate ourselves. And just with the work schedule and everything else, Wednesdays from now on, 9 to 10, we'll have Spirit Box Weekly, and then Thursdays 9 to 10 we'll have Loving Whispers. That was the Mark II, I believe. Let me jump, because I don't think I downloaded. Yeah, I haven't downloaded the Mark III yet. So basically we'll test this out like normal. We'll do the 4-week session with it, and this way with Wednesdays I can still continue to do this, and I won't have to on Friday evenings. I keep having to either not work or have to cancel the show. So this way I can actually do both. But everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope to see everybody tomorrow night. Again, if you guys are anywhere near upstate New York, don't forget next weekend we have our Supernatural Expo. We got a bunch of different vendors. We're opening up all the vendors' tables to the community because we want to try to have it all go towards the charity, the Chapel House Homeless Shelter. So we're opening up the vendors to anybody that's interested in having a vending table to help a charity. And then we have multiple speakers that we're going to have at the venue. We have a makeup artist. We have a bunch of paranormal teams, psychic mediums. We even have a Sasquatch individual. They're going to talk about Bigfoot and things like that. So it's going to be an interesting day, and it goes from 11 to 7 on Saturday, October 14th. So I will catch you guys later. Thank you again for tuning in, and have a wonderful evening.